RFK Jr. is back in the headlines this week, this time about another really important medication for many women in the country. You may have seen Mifepristone back in the headlines, and I want to break down what's really going on. So according to a letter from RFK Jr. to the Republican state attorneys general, the FDA has been told to review the safety of the abortion pill Mifepristone. Mifepristone has come under scrutiny since especially 2023, where it became possible for women to receive it via telehealth and by mail. The majority of women who terminate pregnancies in this country do so through medication abortions, and Mifepristone is a major component of that. Mifepristone works by blocking progesterone, and this is a hormone that's needed to sustain pregnancy. And most people know it as part of a 2-pill regimen for medication abortion, but it's actually a really important tool that OBGYNs use across the board when it comes to miscarriage care. In my own practice, I prescribe Mifepristone along with misoprostol to help many of my patients safely and quickly complete their miscarriages. Mifepristone can help to lower the risk of retained tissue and decreases complications. It helps patients avoid surgery, D&Cs during an already devastating time. The drug has been FDA approved for over 20 years, and it's one of the most thoroughly studied medications in reproductive health, with millions of uses worldwide. High-quality clinical trials have consistently shown that serious complications are rare with Mifepristone, about 0.5% according to the FDA label. So why is RFK Jr. urging the FDA to re-review Mifepristone? Well, they're citing a study from the Ethics and Public Policy Center. This is a conservative think tank linked to Project 2025, and this study was not peer-reviewed. It wasn't published in a scientific journal, and yet it makes this outrageous claim that 11% of women who have taken Mifepristone in this country had serious complications. This is kind of pulled out of thin air. It's wildly inflated compared to actual scientific data. This re-review could undermine access to one of the most studied and widely used reproductive health medications in the world. The problem is that efforts like this aren't truly about keeping women safe. They're about limiting access to the full spectrum of reproductive health care. Taking away Mifepristone means stripping doctors like myself of a safe, effective tool that helps patients with miscarriage care. It also is safe and effective for medical abortions. On the heels of everything we talked about this week with Tylenol, this highlights yet another example of the disturbing rise of junk science in shaping public health policy. And I think no matter where you stand on the topic of abortion, this is something that should concern all of us.